My name is Leslie Kleinman, K-L-E-I-N-M-A-N. I was born in Romania, 1929. At that time, was Romania until 1939. 1939, this area became Hungary again, because it used to belong to Hungary under Hungarian Austrian Empire for over 100 years. But in 1918, they've lost the war, the First World War, and the Allies took away big lumps of Hungary and gave it to Romania, Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, Ukraine, part of it. It was a very big country then, during the war. And that's why we were deported to Auschwitz. My father was a Rebbe. I was both very Hasidic, very Orthodox, because Satmar was the Satmar Rebbe was very famous all over the world, actually. And actually he was saved. It cost $1 million during the war. The people have asked me, for instance, how comes, you knew you were going to the gas chambers, how comes everybody went and nobody thought about it? It's because they were very clever. They done it very slowly. They didn't mention anything about, although I was told he's going to go to Germany one day and work. But that didn't worry us. And we started off slowly. We started off by bullying people. And I remember seeing people on the street with a beard. They were knocked over and made fun of them and kicked them to pieces just because he had a beard. And then they started, a year later, they started introducing yellow star on the armband and also star up here. I think it was 1940 or 41, I can't remember exactly, when they came in. Then they started slowly done it. Next thing they done, they closed the Jewish shops. They were not allowed to have any shops. They took it away. And it was getting worse and worse every time. But until 1944, and until then, it was hard, but we managed. We had people from Poland who ran away, coming to Hungary thinking they're safe. And quite a lot of Polish people came, lived there. And every Shabbos, my father asked them to come over for eating with us, staying with us for Shabbos. And they were telling those stories about, I remember, I was all quiet, we were kids, we're not supposed to hear all this, but one day I did hear this Polish man was telling you that in Poland they're taking children and tearing them apart, babies. That's the only thing I heard of, so I didn't really know what was going on. Everybody's life was changed, actually, mostly when we went into a ghetto. Because they took away all the Jewish houses, and they gave us a corner of Satmar, the poorer area, and where there was, say, 4 people, now there was about 10 to 15 people in the house. And it was a poorer area as well. So that changed everything, with hardly any food. We couldn't get out properly. They put a sort of a fence around us. That's when it changed. But even then, we were thinking that it's 1944. The Germans are not doing very well. They're losing now because France was already taken by the Allies in 44, and Russians were coming more closer. So we thought it can't be long, so we put up with it. Even then, we still didn't think, never dreamt that we're going to go to Auschwitz, and never heard of the word Auschwitz even. They came to the village first, right? And they said, we give you half an hour to get ready. We're going to go to Satmar, to the town, right? And we were only allowed to take 1 suitcase for the whole family. And I had 4 sisters. it's got Auschwitz A8230. 8230 in German. And with this number we got food or whatever. And after that they told us, pack your clothes nicely in a nice package, so when you come out from the shower, you know it's nicely tied up, beautifully tied up, and you can have it back. There's another lie. When we came out, my clothes was all gone, my shoes was all gone, the nice shoes I had, and we had, instead we had clogs and we had pajamas, you know, striped pajamas. First of all, I was looking for my family. I didn't know they were going to gas chamber. It took me 2 days to find out that, because I was still looking, find out that they were gassed 3.5 hours later. They all gone to the gas chamber. My sisters, my brothers, all gone. We came 68 of us to Auschwitz, cousins, uncles, you know.
68 of you?
68 of us, you know, we came.
And how many survived?
3. Yeah, 3 only. In the morning they woke us up about 4. And then we had to get dressed, and then we had to stand outside in Poland was very cold in the winter. It was minus 20, 25. And in pyjamas, you can imagine it. Standing there to go to work.
What work did you do?
I was working the railway line, building new railway lines. Very hard work. And if it didn't work well, then you were dead anyway. So, but we had to stand there for hours, you know. Then they counted us out in 5s, and then they hanged about 10 people every day. It was all hanging every day, for no reason, just picked up 10 Jews and hanged them. And then we had to watch it to give us, you know, we learned something, and then from there we went to work. There was always a band at the gate.
Why?
Yeah, to show to the Red Cross that how nice it is. They got bands, they got music, you know. I don't know. That was their policy. There was a band when they come back again, and then orchestra, and then that was good in one way, because some Jewish people, that's how they survived. Well, I was crying to go actually and praying, you know, because you know, because I knew Rosh Hashanah, you could say, you know, I knew the songs for Rosh Hashanah, right? And what happened was, before I knew it, there was about 100 people around me, all crying, because they didn't think, you know, that because I was saying the blessings, you know, we're supposed to say. You know, we are the Jewish people. We are, as a whole, a very stubborn people. No matter how many times they kill us, you know, but we're still Jews after all these years.